Hey Becca, how are you? How are you, darling? How are you? How are you? I was taking Ghost out to use the bathroom for the last time till in the morning. Mm-hmm. I am glad, sweetheart. I am glad. I'm doing excellent myself. Oh, yes. I'm doing excellent myself, sweetie. Um, I know it is very late. It's unusual for me to start a live this late, but not unusual for me to be already on a live this late. Ghost is doing excellent. Ghost has been living his best life along with myself. Hey to the 11 bushwatchers up there. Hello, hello, hello. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You can get a closer view down here in the chat like a old regular person. Anywho, yes, Ghost is doing great. I'm doing great. Everybody's doing great, and we hope you are doing great. Sugar Dumpling, we hope you are doing great. Um, however, I had wanted to do this as a premiere. I was going to do this live in a private. I'm glad, sweetheart. I was gonna do this live in a private while I was doing it and release it tomorrow as a premiere so it can kind of go along with the live I'm doing tomorrow. But I forgot to set it on there, and so hello. We gonna get it done anyway. So that, my friends, is um why when you first came in, Becca, I didn't even know you was in here because I thought I had set it on private for tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. I'm glad that you're here. Either way it go. However, I have really been enjoying my I took a couple days off because my in-laws came down. Hey Mikey, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I know it's late, honey, but you know Tiff just does what she does when she does it. I'm glad that you are here. To anybody that is here. And I hope you are doing well, Mikey. How are you? How are you? How are you? Tiff wants to check in with all the family and friends. Um, and as you let me know, how are you? Yeah, y'all. I was going to come live yesterday to kind of kick this thing off. But like I said, my in-laws was here and we were really enjoying their time and their company. You know, whenever they can get down here is always a blessing. And I was really enjoying, spending some time with my in-laws as well as my mother. We were pretty much all together, just great conversation and great food and good times. And shout out to them. Y'all often hear me talk about them. They're just wonderful people, wonderful people, and I'm a very lucky gal to have such great in-laws. Um, Now I'm gonna slide into my show. I don't think it'll be too many folks I need to speak to or whatever because like I said, this is a very, very late live as far as to get started. And so, yeah, a lot of people will have to just catch the replay because it wasn't meant to be released right now anyway. But, however, I wanted to introduce something so people can kind of catch this right here to know where I'm going, and tomorrow when I do go live, what I'll be speaking about. So if anybody wants to do a little bit of homework on it, you're welcome to. This is why I was putting this one out first, just to give a heads up of what I wanted to get into. I will begin it kind of right now as far as the introduction, but I would like to touch deeper into it when I go live about it tomorrow. So yes, this is just so the audience can kind of have an idea of where we're going this rest of the week or whatever. And yeah, that be that. So for those in the bushes that just joined, welcome. For those going to sleep, just stopped in to see what was going on, welcome and good night. Now what I'm going into this week and why this title is titled what it is because what a lot of us probably have learned in the past couple days is that I titled it when things go too far. I titled it that way for a reason because the storyline that I'm getting into is really wrapped around things just going way too far, and I think a lot of people can resonate with such a subject, so to speak. um I think we've all had some experience with a time or another where things whether in our personal life, in a relationship, for those that have experienced TV, or any type of thing, so when something said goes take something too far, when something's done take something too far. Hold on, y'all, let me sip my Pepsi. I've been drinking water all dang on day. I had to get me a little shot of Pepsi Wepsi. Um, so, and y'all may hear me pause to light this blunt up real quick. So yeah, I titled it that way because the storyline that I'm getting into is based around basically things just going too far to where you get to a point of no return. You know what I'm saying? And that is literally. And I think a lot of people can learn from this story in all walks of life, no matter what you do or what your lifestyle is or whatever. I think tapping into stories like the one I'm about to get into is very important for our growth, and for our understanding and for our protection. With that said, I will be covering starting now um the Julio Foolio story. And also, as y'all know, he just recently passed away due to, well, what a lot of people would gather is due to a long time beef with another young rapper by the name of Youngin Ace. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of these two people, but yes, it's Julio Foolio and Youngin Ace, spelled Yungeen Ace. Yes, these men, along with their affiliates and associates, have had um, years long worth of beef going on. And I wanted us to touch base on this subject in the break room 411, if y'all don't mind. I thought it was kind of an important subject because for those that don't know the backstory, I want you to go look it up on YouTube. You can find many, many like short videos that's about 10 minutes long um some are 20 or this, that, and the third, that can give you a rundown on the background of these men or whatever. So this week period, I will be talking about when things go too far. And right now I'm basing this thing around Julio Foolio and Young and Ace. So my rough draft that I'll give you is that these are two rappers based out of Florida. Young and Ace was not born in Florida, but he has been there ever since his teenage years or whatnot. Julio Foolio was born and raised. Hey, J. Lou. I heard someone said, and also heard that there are so many layers. Yes, J. Lou. Yes, it is very, very sad. But I also think it is worth the tapping into, just due to the extensive history of how things can start and where things can go. I think it's more relevant now than ever. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, and thank you, J. Lou. Please tap in, and spread the word. That's what we covering this week. And I'll be on it live tomorrow. And we'll actually watch. If you want to wait, you can. I'm actually going to show about a 7-minute video tomorrow, and then we're gonna get down in it a little more, but I will just kind of give a summary about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these two men and their associates, their affiliates, and whatever name, title you want to put on their respective friends and groups or whatever, have been at odds for quite a good amount of years now. And if you didn't know, there has been a lot of unalivings. There has been a lot of disrespect, and a lot of people have gotten hurt. A lot of tragedies. It has been a big, big mess for years. To the point where, if you don't know already, even though these beefs go further back than where I'm going to start you when I start the story, um, where I will start is around about when Julio Foolio's good friend Bibby, if you know, Bibby's story is out there as well. He was unalived by the other side, and that was a big blow to Julio Foolio. Julio Foolio also lost a cousin, friends, all of this. It just, a lot of unalivings activated a long time beef. The next thing you know, Young and Ace was um, shot at while he was out celebrating his birthday with his brother 23, whose name they called him 23, and two other friends. So Young and Ace brother was named 23. He, all people died. Okay, it's 4 people shot. Young and Ace survived, and the brother and 2 friends passed away. With that, there were 2 videos released from each group, where Young and Ace came out with a video about called Who I Shot, featuring talking about how, they unalived Julio's people. And so Julio did a video talking about how he unalived um Young and Ace's people. You know what I'm saying? His brother and 2 friends on Young and Ace's birthday. Okay, Young and Ace was celebrating his birthday, and that's when he lost his brother and his 2 friends. Okay, and was also shot himself. Well, if you fast forward to many more unalivings and things like that, we get to now. Okay. Hey, lawn lifters, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, after Young and Ace's brother and two friends were unalived, and Young and Ace survived, we have other people who have been unalived on both sides, right? Julio Foolio has been shot at and actually shot like four times or so from 2020 up into 2024. Um, just so happened the other day, Julio Foolio was unalived while out celebrating his birthday, just like Young and Ace was doing when his brother got unalived. Again, Young and Ace's brother was 20, name was 23. Okay, his name was 23. Julio Foolio died on June 23rd, celebrating his birthday, where four people were shot and only one survived. When Young and Ace team was shot, it was four shot, three unalived, and one survived. In Fulio's case, it was four shot, three survived. Julio Foolio died. So both of these people were shot celebrating their birthdays. One had to bury their brother and friends, and the other is getting buried. So it's ironic, and you're not even ironic, but it says a lot that Young and Ace's brother's name was 23. That's what they called him. And Julio Foolio lost his life on the 23rd. Young and Ace had to lose his brother on his birthday. Julio Foolio lost his life on his birthday. Coincidental? I'm not sure. But let me tell you this, which I will get into deeper tomorrow or whatever. We'll get into deeper on these types of things tomorrow. But when I mentioned a lot of disrespect, if you would look at the videos When I See You by Julio Foolio and Who Shot You by Young and Ace and his crew, you will see the amount of disrespect of them, naming each other's deceased homies. Julio Foolio was actually recording. He recorded at a grave site that's supposed to be like Young and Ace's brother's grave site. It's kind of supposed to depict this. And he also was showcasing a picture of the three people that Young and Ace lost on his birthday. Then you had Young and Ace who did a video calling out all these people who was close to Julio Foolio that they unalived. Hey, Blue Outlaw. Hey. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think you may be my only mod in here right now, Blue. Hey, pump your brakes with Mr. Troy is in the building. Shout out. Hey, family. Hey to everybody that's in the chat. Hey to those that's in the bushes. I just shared this. What you just shared, this story, lawn lifters. So yeah, y'all. I wanted to get into this story because this thing started with a lot of disrespect. A lot of these two sets of people were doing videos on, each other's deceased loved ones, and basically it showcases what certain levels of disrespect can lead to. And now, because of it, we're going to get a little bit more into Julio Fulio's unaliving as well tomorrow. But I just wanted to kind of scratch the surface with it today. You hit that high note. Shout out to that, lawn lifters. The tragedy cycle continues, unfortunately. Absolutely. If you would look at some of the stuff done on this, you guys, I'm going to show a couple of things tomorrow or later today, whatever. I'm going to show some things on my platform as well. But if you want to go ahead and check out a few clips or videos or shorts or whatever, they are out there for you to see. But so we'll get into detail tomorrow, and I'll break down some stuff tomorrow. But today, I just wanted to say this is where I am leading to, is because this type of disrespect can lead to a bloodbath. And that's exactly what it has led to in the case of Youngin Ace and Julio Foolio. Um, all stemming with, we already know when things are when you got a side a gang even or whatever it is. I don't know, getting too deep with who's what or whatever. Some people are in gangs, some people have their own groups or whatever, like their own neighborhoods or whatever the case may be. But when you get to the point of representing a certain side. Yes, I shared this, live in my community. Oh, thank you so much, lawn lifters. Thank you so much. That means everything to me. I greatly appreciate you, sweetheart. Yes, y'all. Share the live if you would like. If anybody want to share the live, just to let people know what I'll be getting into, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button if you don't mind. Even if you in the bushes, I know it's not a lot of us in here right now, but for those that are, please don't forget to hit the like button for your girl, and thank you in advance. Um, so yes, these people were dancing on each other's family members' graves. The mother of Julio's good friend, almost like a little brother, Bibby, who was 16 when he was sprayed by the likes of what I think was an AK of some sort, AK-47 type situation. And his mother had to deal with the rival neighborhood or group going and doing what do you call it, guys? Like what do you call it? Help me out. Like Instagram, Snapchats, or whatever, like spitting on her son's grave and stuff like that, y'all. Spitting on her son's grave. And what's crazy is that yeah, I don't want to give. I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow. But this is the kind of level of disrespect that sometimes, having to prove your loyalty or love for a side or this, that, and the third can lead to. Because sometimes you don't even have to beef with anybody for it to be because you are on opposite sides of an opinion, opposite sides of the city, opposite sides of whatever, that it automatically makes for a disdain for someone. You are not being judged by who you are. You are being judged by where you live, or you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, if you will. You know what I mean? If in some places you couldn't be caught going in certain hoods with even a certain color on, where you might be representing a op group, where you might be representing a op gang or op group or op neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, that's considered a op to the neighborhood you're crossing through or you're in. And so A lot of people have been unalive due to the two people who had an issue. Okay. And these are our kids' influences now. We've got work to do. Yes. Yes, Blue Outlaw. Yes, Becca. Yes. So now, because two people have a never-ending beef, everyone attached and associated with these two people are now in the line of fire of that beef, just because rocked with this person before a beef even started, or you grew up in whatever neighborhood you was already growing up in before any of this stuff started, or whatever. You can't help what hood you're born in, or whatever. And so, of course, if you from a certain neighborhood, then you rep that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to when the rivals start, people who are simply guilty by association gets hit in the crossfire. These people lost cousins, brothers, blood cousins, blood family member. People around them was getting touched, because if I can't get to you, I'm gonna get to whoever I can touch close to you. That is the mindset that people will have when it's real live beef. You know what I'm saying? And imagine that these two people went and did videos knowing the absolute disrespect that it would be for you to go and do a video on three people that I lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that was Young and Ace's thoughts. Like, I lost my brother, and you sitting here parading around on a gravesite, showing my kinfolk and making a mockery of their deaths. I'm sure Julio Foolio felt the same way when people were spitting on Bibby's grave, who was close to him. You know what I'm saying? So you end up with a lot of back and forth of disrespect. And that back and forth of disrespect can sometimes, more often than not, end up like what is happening now. Now, after all these people in between have lost their lives, some even if they are living, you have people that was unalived as well as hurt behind two people trying to get to each other, two people who could not resolve an issue, two people who could not have the maturity to just say, hey, I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. Best of luck to you, have a good life. We ain't ever got to acknowledge each other again. Instead, they had to constantly find a way to let the other one know how much I hate you, how much I want revenge on you. I don't care. I will go on a video, go live on Instagram, YouTube, and anywhere else to tell the world I hate you so much. I don't care if the world knows that I'm doing these things to you. I don't mind. At this point, let them know I'm doing these things to you, because it becomes a what did you sometimes where things start gets lost, y'all, in the fray. It no longer becomes about where things start. So if you can't get a common ground of where things start, sometimes you have to take control of where it's going to end. And unfortunately, these two men have went at it for so many years and took out so many people trying to get to each other that now one of them is gone. Right, Stephen. Absolutely sad. One of these men within the rival, after all the unalivings, is gone. We talking about teenagers unalived. We talking about grown people unalived. Women and children, different people shot. Hey Simone, hey V Bennett, Welcome in to anybody that's joining me on this late night live. I am very grateful for each and every one of your presence, y'all, for real. Hey, Simone, welcome in, welcome in. Let me read some of your comments and blessings to you, V Bennett. Blessings to you. I've been in your bushes. I be in your bushes too, listening in to your lives. Let me see. We used to idolize the heroes from the movies and much then in life. Now they idolize the demons amongst us. Woo! Come through, come through. That's powerful right there. Hold on, guys. That was powerful, Brother Blue. That was powerful. Yes, absolutely. They idolize the demons amongst us. Absolutely. And it's almost like people have gotten more. It's almost like a power of, instead of us just walking away from whatever we can't come to whatever terms with, it has to be no end until someone gets hurt, till someone is unalive, till someone gone away from here, till somebody is doing life in prison. That is crazy. It doesn't even start with a schoolyard fight. It's automatically a lot of times we're a part of rival neighborhoods or rival teams, rival sides, and for that which we cannot just respectfully stay in our lanes. You stay over there, don't cross over to my neighborhood, I won't cross over to yours. Don't send no shots or no nothing to my neighborhood, I won't send none to yours. But it gets to the point where you just end up plucking each other off. It's something I learned too while being a content creator. But you end up just plucking one another off until nobody ain't gonna get nothing out of nothing. The whole purpose of being um in these games, if you would, back in the day, when my elders or great uncle or whatever, was in these types of things or whatever, we know people, or even if you don't, we know how it go old school. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, these things were created, and I'm gonna catch up on the chat too, y'all. In 1 second, I'm only like 4 comments behind. um, Back in the day, when it came to groups or neighborhood gangs and things like that, it started with the protection of, okay? It started with simply the protection of, a group of people making it their duty to protect the streets that they were raised on. You know what I'm saying? Building up their neighborhoods with businesses, or putting some money into their neighborhoods, things of that nature. It was a sign of protection. Hey, pretty green eyes, welcome in. Hugs and big, big kisses to you too, sweetheart. You already know it's up and it's stuck in a 411. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. But yeah, all this stuff didn't used to just be you pick a color, I pick a color, and we're gonna just take anybody that's in their opposing colors out or whatever. That's not what it used to be about. It used to be about lifting up whatever was your community, your neighborhood, and protecting it, protecting the children in it, protecting the women in it, not just taking each other out clip for clip, bullet for bullet. It's crazy. The youth goes out with that, y'all. The future goes out with that. And if all it is just taking each other out like these two men did, they have took it out. They had to live these past few years without very important people in their life, all at the hands of wanting to beef and nobody wanting to stand down, too afraid to be called a punk or a ussy or weak or this, that, and the third. Nobody could choose to stand down because nobody wanted to be accused of being weak. But oh, what a worry that no longer is when one is no longer here. And you know what follows? Whoever take that one out gonna have a target on their head. It never ends until it ends. Period. I think it's very important to touch down on things like this that is happening around the world. Right here in our very neighborhoods, we got people that's from around these places that this stuff is going on at. That's on this here very internet with us on a regular basis. We got people from Florida that and this happens everywhere. Right now, we're talking about a Florida story, but yeah, it's disheartening. It's so crazy because when I first seen them videos from each group, the who I shot, and then seeing the when I see you video, I'm like, wow, this cannot end well. It is no different. This is where it was going to end when there was too much lack of compassion for human life. It stopped being compassion for human life. Sometimes the need to beef is more important than the need to be human. Let me read some of this chickadee chat. Let's see here. A lot of the energy in the community is one against another competition. The collective is struggling, individualism, and no concept of consequences. Woo, that's a good one. That's a good one. No concept of consequences. Yes, yes. Did I say that right? Individualism. I think I did. We didn't have we didn't have the world watching us back then either. They feel the need even more so to show up and show out till they crash out. Yes, 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 yes. Uh yes, yes. Until they crash out. Absolutely. And that's another thing. This is how we also lost Pop Smoke, which we gonna get into that when we cover tomorrow. We gonna get in a little bit deeper into Julio Foolio's unaliving. But yeah, dropping locations, um, getting off your square, getting sloppy. One person said it best. Um, Julio Foolio wasn't a drinker. And so he started partying and drinking on his birthday. But it was that very like not drinking kept him with his head on the swivel. It kept him alert. It kept him on his game. So the very thing that kept him on his game is what he opted out of on the same day that he dropped his location. Not only were you dropping your location, but you was deciding to drink and alter your mental state all at the same damn time. Not only was you giving your location, but you was literally DMing it to anybody who said, yo, let me get the address. You didn't even know some of those people. Crazy. We got to do better. Then there's the adults out here trying to be young again, further adding to the BS. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Lorraine Perry, how are you, sweetheart? Let me calm my voice down because I'm just damn near attempting to get it back. And here I go, get hyped up. Hey, Miss Lorraine, I hope you are doing well, sweetie pie. I hope everybody is doing well. But yeah, it's the inability, to not know when enough is enough. Like, hey, how many family members needed to be unalived from each camp before enough is enough. Let me see. And thank you, Blue Outlaw, for being here. Retwisting my hair. How are you? I'm doing good, Lorraine, and I'm glad you're doing good, sweetheart. I'm doing excellent. Had a wonderful, you know, vacation time with my in-laws and my mom, and spent some much-needed family time. And yeah, well rested, and yeah, I'm feeling excellent, sweetheart. And we're back. We're back. Got a lot of stuff done. Got a lot of stuff done. Let me put my banner up just in case. And y'all, I meant to tell people too, please do not find me rude. Y'all, I got a new phone. My notifications are not the same as it was on my old phone. So I have to fix that. And that's why if anybody has sent me cash apps, um, well, those that have sent me cash apps on my last lives, and those that have been sending me cash apps while not on live, if you did not get a thank you while on live, it's because it doesn't flash across my screen anymore, but it will when I fix it. So my apologies if ever I've missed anyone since having this new phone. That's why. Love y'all. Sounds good. You doing good. Thank you. Sounds good. You doing good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Blue Outlaw. You a rock star. You are a rock star. All of you are. But so yeah, that's something I just really wanted to get more into this extensive beef, talk more about, avoiding these types of things and knowing when enough is enough, getting into the fatal mistakes that he made leading to his demise. But I do know that it can only get ugly once you get to a certain level, once you pass a certain level of disrespect. Without even knowing it, you can make yourself a target for someone. And if you will notice, in 2021 or 2020, I believe, somewhere between 2019 and 2021 was when Ace, Young and Ace lost his brother and two friends, right? It took 3 years for them to him or whoever, because I'm allegedly, everything we say here is alleged for entertainment or educational purposes only. But it took 3 to 4 years for this man to be taken out. A lot of people got taken out before it reached him. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like that man never forgot you disrespecting his loved one. You know what I'm saying? Or possibly being the one who took his loved one out, then disrespected. You know? That's the type of revenge somebody could wait years to get back on you. He wanted to make sure that you lost your life. Whoever did it, and I'm not pointing no fingers at that man, but just coincidentally, hey Lolo, I love you, sugar sugar. I love you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, with Ace's brother being named 23 and Julio dying on the 23rd, Ace losing his brother on his birthday, and Julio loses his life while celebrating his birthday on the 23rd. You made fun of that by saying smoking on 23 in your song. This was a surefire way to know That man knew that he didn't know when he was leaving this earth. Or I mean, everybody's got to leave the earth. But trust me, when you get in this deep, you will spend a lifetime having to look over your shoulder because of the disrespect you gave somebody, or by going too far with an action towards somebody. You know, and all of this stems from places that ain't even about two people necessarily not liking each other. These things can stem from simple things, like I said, as we from different hoods. I was born on the west side, you was born on the east. This is one of the greatest stories ever told in a rap game. You know, how long was there East Coast, West Coast beef? Thank you, Lolo. You know what I'm saying? So it comes a time where you have to know when to shut it down before things end up in the way that it has ended up for these two gentlemen. Now it's said that one possibly may be on the run because after you have made all of these videos, kind of calling out, the people that you have hurt or unalived, of course you're going to be number one suspect. Why, of course you are going to be number one suspect. That's another thing I do not understand, that I don't get with today's society. In today's society, like back in the day, when it came to revenge and things like that, real G's, I didn't come from a time where you let everybody know what move you gonna make. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I did not come from a time where you let everybody and their mama know what you about to do to somebody, what you're gonna do to somebody, or any of that. I came from a time where it was considered real G's move in silence. You don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. The no witnesses is the best witnesses. You know what I'm saying? That's just from the time I came from. I can't speak, but I don't know when everybody else was born. I'm an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? And I come from a time where you did not make announcements when it came to beef and war. Things was kept as quiet as it was kept quiet and just handled. You never knew which hand was handling it. You know what I'm saying? You just, things just got handled. It was kept quiet. Everybody was supposed to keep their mouth shut, not bring attention to it. That's the difference between, that's just the difference between some generations and others. You crazy, Blue Outlaw. You right. No loud mouse. LOL, right? Right, they move in silence. Exactly, Lo. He had the nerve to do a diss song after the young man was unalive. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So Young and Ace dropped recently a new diss song after this most recent Julio Foolio unaliving. So it's just the continuance. Now the people on Julio Foolio team is gonna want to do what? Oh, you dropping a diss track on the unaliving of our people? Oh, now we got to come get you. This is how this thing goes. It's a never ending cycle until everybody done went so far that everybody get taken out. Everybody get gone. Everybody loses. Everybody suffers casualties. When all you had to do was agree to disagree and go on about your business. It's they constantly nitpicked at each other. Nitpicked and nitpicked and nitpicked. Wouldn't let the wounds heal from each other. It was body for body, casualty for casualty. And we see a lot of this in life, in different areas in life. Body for body, casualty for casualty. And to those that's given the orders, is taken down. Or to those that the moves is being made for, is taken out. That's how this thing go. It wasn't gonna stop until they get to, and just imagine this man possibly allegedly wanted to wait until you were out celebrating your birthday like he was out celebrating his. This man wanted to make sure that you got unalived on the 23rd of the month in honor of his brother named 23. Period. That that means that sometimes just because beef ain't in your face, sometimes just because someone you know don't say too much, don't mean they not seeking revenge. It don't mean that you getting a pass. It mean that they got enough patience to make sure when they get you, you got. It's to make sure when they get you, you got. No more trying to catch you in crowds, or no more trying to catch you riding in your vehicle, or however you want to put it, when because the man been shot at and shot 4 times. 4 times. Every year this brother took a hold. Yes, 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 yes. But they also did the same thing. They took one of his out, so he returned the favor. Now, I personally do not have a dog in this fight. I did not follow or listen to any of the rappers. I just heard these songs like a year and a half ago, and I knew that this was going to end bad. Yes, I think this started back in 2016. Yes, they have been trying to off each other since 2016, y'all. They were teenagers. We the only race that broadcasts our violence on each other. I'm telling you, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like, if you want to go to prison, just go ahead and walk yourself to prison. But, like, it's crazy to me that you would make somebody so important that not only would you catch a body for something frivolous, but you also going to do turning in your life for a lifetime, making sure that the world knows it was you. It wasn't enough to get revenge. You have to make sure people know I did this to you. Then want to look crazy when you number one suspect. Well, damn, you was popping all this shit in these videos. Everybody popping this and popping that because they want validation, want to be the biggest, the baddest, and the best. But it all ends up with everybody gone, gone. When shit goes too far, got to be more careful. That man had no idea that on his birthday, he was not thinking about, I took somebody's brother from them on their birthday. Maybe I need to be way more careful on mine. I took somebody's brother and two good friends away from them on their birthday. Maybe I need to be careful around a time of mine. This is when getting cocky goes wrong. Never get so bad or big willy badass that you get cocky. Because when the smoke clears, and right when you think your enemy ain't thinking about your ass, that's when your enemy gonna strike. Right when you done took your hands off, right when you done turned around, right when you done looked in the other direction, right when you done, took your head off the swivel, that one day you ain't think about their ass is the one day they gonna be thinking about you. Uh-huh. He was having a good time, not thinking about his enemies. He was only thinking about those that was there to celebrate his birthday. He was thinking about the celebration. He wasn't thinking about all that he's endured and he's caused or he's done before celebrating his birthday. You got to be careful. I lost. Let me read some of these. He dropped his own location, which is crazy. Absolutely, Lolo. A smart criminal don't want anyone knowing or seeing them like one. LOL. Right, V Bennett. Right, right. I've lost more than my share of loved ones to violence and otherwise. Hence, my thirst to make a change. Woo! You better come through. Hold on, y'all. Sip my Pepsi. Yes. Yes, Blue Outlaw. That's the one right there. Hence my thirst to make a change. Woo! See, you got people don't understand, hunty. When people, child, the ancestors used to say, some things you don't understand till you keep on living. Y'all ancestors and grandmothers ever told y'all that? Just keep on living. You'll find out. You think life ain't got some surprises. You think life ain't got nothing for you. You think life can't do no straightening. Just keep on living. Yup. Mm-mm-mm. His father was unalive. His 11-year-old friend was unalive, and his brother was unalive due to gun violence. Yes, 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 yes. Motivated and motivated on the path to peace. Me too, Blue Outlaw. I am with you on that, honey. We is on the same mother freaking path. Hello, brother. Hello, motivated and motivated and on the path to peace. Man, come through. Let me pin that. You would think that would make him not want to go the street way. Absolutely right. Straight like that, Blue Outlaw. Straight like that. And you right, Lolo. But that's the thing, sometimes when you get so caught up in drama, mess, beef, and war, it consumes you. It consumes you to where there's only one way out of it. You got to learn how to get out. Trust and believe me. You cannot put your life in the hands of what you look like to your peers. You cannot jeopardize your life and the decisions that you make for it, at the hands of what your peers gonna think if you do this or do that. You have to make decisions based on where you want to see your life goes. Every decision we make leads to where our life is going to end up, period. Were they ever friends at first? I think I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look because I can't remember, but I do know that They both kind of got their recognition on music around the same time, being based in the same city. That could have also ignited. So I don't really remember if they were ever actual friends. I do not feel like that. I think it was all related to um like gang related beefs or hood, whatever you want to call it. Um Hood related deaths started to create beefs between hoods, and the closer them deaths got to the person, you know what I mean? A said in the interview he never met him personally. Okay, I was wondering, Bestie. Yeah, I don't think they ever um were friends in any kind of way. I think they had moments of trying to attempt to kind of cease fire or whatever. And don't quote me on that. It really seems like this has been a never ending, ongoing beef, is what it seems like. It seemed like once it started, it was never no way to stop it. It was no way to stop it. Yup. And these is the sad results. We'll all be friends in the very end. I know that's right, Blue Outlaw. Yup. But these is just the consequences of decisions that we make in life. You know, the people often ask young Julio Foolio, after all the unalivings and them going body for body and stuff like that, he knew that these were all in attempts to like get closer to him. Himself had been shot like 4 times. And so people were like, why didn't you ever get out of the town? Like, why didn't you leave Jacksonville if you knew that after you going, doing videos on people's unalivings and making a kind of making fun of those that have lost their life, that was on rivaling sides? Why would you stay in a very city that you are most known and blah blah blah? And sometimes the things that's most familiar to us is the things that can be our demise once we get so far into something. You know, you got to know, after you done took out so many people, you got, what I'm saying, you got a target on your head. Come on now. Hey, Amelia, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you are doing well, sweetheart, and having a great, great work evening. Now I know Fulio never unalive a person personally, but he was behind the scenes putting the money over his ops' heads to get rid of them, pretty much. And hell, we can't say that he ain't, you know, caught a caught a body himself. I don't personally know that. I know they do a lot of claiming, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well have done it. You gonna get on here and make videos, um, making it seem like, you are behind these unalivings. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one sec, y'all. My bad. I kicked myself out the studio. Sorry. Let me read. We love you, Amelia. You already know, fam. You already know it's up and it's stuck. Love you, baby. Love you so much. Yes, but I like this name, Lolo. Change the name too. I like it short and sweet. Allegedly is the key word around these parts. Absolutely, Blue Outlaw. Everything we say here is definitely alleged. We don't know. We don't know now. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Hey, Miss Frey. Do I say your name like Free or Frey? Let me know in the chat, cause I don't be knowing if I say it right. Cause normally I say, "Hey, Miss Free," but I've heard it both ways. So put Free if that's how I'm supposed to say it. Okay, so I was right. See, that's why I'll be listening to no hoe assholes. But hey, Miss Free, welcome in, baby. Ooh, that air feels so good coming through the window. Lolo, no, I won't, but I can imagine. Let me see. Uh, yes, Lolo, that shit was long as hell. I said, ain't no damn way that you think I'm about to be saying all that shit. Absolutely not. Let's see. Straight like that. No, I won't, but I can imagine. I'm here in this chat. Allegedly. Blue Outlaw, you are so funny. Tiff, say the name Lolo had. Man, I don't even know. It was so long. Lolo, what was your last name before you put this one up? I was like, yo, when I seen that shit, Miss Amelia, I said, this motherfucker, Bestie done lost her damn mind. There is only one me, aka Lolo. Yeah, that shit's too damn long. There is only one me, aka Lolo. Like, motherfucker, she want me to call her a complete sentence. Basically, Lolo want to be called a complete sentence and not a name. That's where we at in life. I said, ain't no motherfucking way. She had me fucked up. There's only one me, aka Lolo. That's just way too much. Hey, open book, what you doing up? What is y'all doing up? What y'all doing up? Let's see. Right, Blue Outlaw, TIOOM. There is only one me, aka Lolo. I thought it was cute, you know. Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye. I'm so glad you shortened that. But I'm the reason y'all up. I'm done, Blue. I like it. I like it. Um, but yeah, y'all. So that's what I wanted to bring forth as an introduction today. Is just you know, I had to go to the ladies' room. I figured that probably open book too. She'll stop in and say hi. She gotta run to the ladies' room and she see I'm on live. I'm done. But yes, I just wanna bring light to that to you know, waited all my life to find a break room. We waited all that break room life to have a brother Blue. So we out here. We out here. Um I keep putting my blunt out, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's see. Word. Straight like that. Straight like that. Um, but yes, guys, I think it was just very important, for us to start recognizing, like, you have to pull back sometime, and whether it's for someone else's own good, for our own good, different things like that. Because when things do not serve you a purpose, that goes for, now I know things get deep when it comes to like gang affiliation and stuff like that or whatever, but some of these things we can resonate to our own lives. Like when things are not serving you a purpose, or is making, um kind of putting a cloud over, um like when participating, like I said, when it comes to sides or negativity and stuff like that, like these two rappers, you know what I'm saying? It leads to some rough stuff, y'all. I love that, Blue Outlaw. Let me pin that. I love that. Shelly Shell. Hey, baby. Are you not feeling well? Are you not feeling well, baby? It's good to see my folk pull up. To all my folks that had pulled up to say hey, hey. Um, I hope you feel better, Shelly, if you're not feeling good. But yeah, y'all, we got to start recognizing these things, and for the sake of, like I said, others or ourselves, for our peace or whatever, um you got to know when to hold it when it comes to your peace. You have to know when enough is enough for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait for enough to be enough for somebody else. You have to know when to activate enough being enough. Wait, I'm the one sick. I'm done. Not two of you. So it is unfortunate that these two gentlemen did not know when enough is enough. They did not know when enough was enough, and now one of them is gone. She's here to break her. Amen to that, Blue Outlaw. Amen to that. But yes, y'all, we have to know when enough is enough, and when to not engage. Not engage. If they decided to focus on their rap careers in a positive way, not saying that you necessarily had to have positive rap, but just like in life, your raps didn't have to be about each other. Your raps they have to be about each other. You can very well have focused on your gifts and your talents and putting it out in a way that did not that wasn't harmful to one another or disrespectful to one another, because disrespect leads to stuff like this, unaliving. Disrespect can lead to family members getting hurt behind shit they ain't got nothing to do with. Family member ain't even in a gang. Family member riding their own. I need to write a rap for the break room. Yes, and you can write a rap with the break room. Know what I'm saying? You can do both. Um, and thank y'all, mods. Shout out to my beautiful and wonderful mods. Each and every one of y'all kings and queens are beautiful people, and I'm so thankful for y'all. Straight like that. Um, but yeah, you have to protect your own life. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that this happened to these young gentlemen, where now, I mean, I don't want to say this on anyone, but damn, if you had to put your, place a bet or whatever, Like, would we place a bet and say that Julio Foolio's people ain't gonna come for Young and Ace, thinking he's behind Julio Foolio's unaliving? You went live, and I mean, you made a diss song about his unaliving right after he was unalive a couple days ago, and you already got a diss track out. It's almost like you're wanting targets on your head. We have got to do better as a people. Sometimes it just be enough is enough. Beef with yourself. That's what some of them should have been telling each other. You know what? Beef with your damn self. Okay? I'm going to go on living my best life alive. Let you be alive. And we just going to be two alive motherfuckers that don't fuck with each other and have a nice day. The disrespect can also get a troll kicked back into the bushes by one of the assassin mods here too. That part, that part, I wasn't expecting that sentence. Ah, Blue, you is funny. Yes. So beef with the walls, right? Sometimes you gotta just, you know what I mean, do what you do, you know, because it gets to the point where it will just have no end. If somebody ain't the bigger person or stronger person, you know what I'm saying? They could have kept going eye for an eye. They could have kept trying to take each other out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people out. You know, how many more if Julio wasn't taken out recently, unfortunately, how many more people would he have lost in between them trying to get to him? That's crazy. Look at me on the big screen, y'all. I made it. Yeah, you is funny. You is funny, Blue. Let me see. But yes, honey, like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. And then to be so careless as to drop your own location, like, and you got all these ops, like, come on, we got to do better at protecting your own peace and your own life. You just do. Sometimes it's not worth it when it gets so bad. You got to start burying each other's kinfolk just to prove what? I'm gonna stay alive 5 minutes longer than you. Is that what we doing here? We gonna take out half of each other's family members just to not last 5 minutes to an hour longer than each other. We must give this same attention to the ones we can help. The fools will fall asleep. They choose. They choose. We choose life. Yes, we choose life. Absolutely, Blue. We choose life. Yes. Yes, honey. And it do not be worth losing, or because losing your life, y'all, does not mean it has to be you're no longer here on earth. And I'm gonna make all this stuff a part of just the stuff I'm covering for the remainder of this week until I see fit not to. But losing your life does not just entail not being here on earth. Losing your life could be losing your quality of life. It could be um losing your quality of life, losing your physical life, losing your freedom of life, all of these things mixed up in one. Good night, Lolo. I love you so much, bestie. You already know it's up in this stuff. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Right. Right, Blue. So, people have to pay that more attention. Also, when it comes to beef, stuff like that. When it comes to irrelevant stuff, you guys, irrelevant stuff don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It really, really don't. And sometimes it takes going through some things just to see how much the things didn't matter for you to go through in the first place. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times we end up going through stuff that ain't even worth us having to go through when we can just disengage. You go your way, I go mine. That's a simple fix to me. If you don't want to go your way, you won't be acknowledged in mine. Period. Period. It is very simple to wake up the next morning and live your life if you have one. Very simple to wake up the next morning and live your life if you have one. There is no way you can be sitting up here with a good grip of money in the bank, own stuff, uh, neck full of diamonds, this, that, and the third, children, all of this stuff, and people will throw it away for crossing the line in frivolous beefs. Frivolous will do the most, be the most disrespectful for a frivolous beef that did not matter or had no substance in the first place. Hey, Fourth Horseman, what's up? I guess street cred is worth spending the rest of their lives in prison. Yup, in prison or no longer here. Or no longer here. You know? And just like you know, young Bibby, who was Julio Foolio's people, who was unalived at 16, a young man who was close with the team, but he was locked up or whatever, he warned Bibby several times that I know you love Julio Foolio, but you know that man got a target on his head, and you could end up in the crossfires of that if people know that y'all are close like that. And you might need to take a break from being around Julio Foolio. But Bibby said, nah, these my streets, you know what I'm saying? People, I'm well known, I'm well liked. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Bibby was 16 years old. Okay. I believe he was unalived when y'all, I think this was maybe 2019 or something like that. But yeah, he was warned. Warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. Just like a calm comes before the storm. He was warned. It wasn't just to get away from whatchamacallit because you just need to get away from whatchamacallit. No, it came with a reason. It came with a reason that was if you stay around this person and there's a target on his head and anybody that's close to them, if they can't get to him, they're going to put a target on whoever is close to him. If you are putting it out here in the streets how much you rock with this person, your love for this person is going to get you unalived. And Bibby was caught slipping that fateful night when Julio Foolio told him, don't go outside until after dark because the popos is hot. He wasn't thinking about beef. I couldn't imagine being locked up without being able to visit the break girl. Ah, straight like that. It wouldn't even be worth it But for me to have to miss your presence, not here with me, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yes, the Julio Foolio said it was hot. The popos is everywhere. Don't go outside until after dark. Julio Foolio wasn't thinking about beef and stuff like that. He was thinking it's hot. The popos been riding. It was almost like when the popos get hot, when they know it's a lot of activity and stuff going on, and they running up on anybody, questioning anybody, whatever. So this is what Julio Fulio is saying. Don't go out there. Okay, wait till it get dark because the popos is hot. But Bibby said, this my hood, bro. I got this. Ain't nobody thinking about me. I'm good. What happens? He get back to his neighborhood, was outside, and was shot, I believe, 8 times. I believe it was a minimum of about 8 times, and was shot almost at point blank range in the head. Take me a shot. I ain't took a shot in like over a week, child. I could. I read that one. But yeah, so it's like we don't take heed to these warnings. You know what I'm saying? When people say you need to remove yourself from something, you need to, uh, um, you know, reevaluate the company that you keep could get you in some trouble that you don't want. And the company that Bibby kept, which was Julio Foolio, got him some unwanted attention that his friend warned him against. You're going to be unalive if you don't get away from somebody that a lot of people are trying to unalive. You already know this. Why would you put yourself in this kind of danger showing your alliance with this person? That alliance is going to make you a target. And I'm sure we've seen these types of things happen in real life, on social media, and all of that. Who you associate yourself with can make you a target in real life and anywhere else, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Because Julio Foolio was unfavored, people got hurt behind being close to him. Because Youngin Ace was unfavored by Julio's team, people got hurt and unalive because of it. Not because they did anything to anybody. Guilty by association. Since the person I'm trying to take out is hiding, let me get to somebody who ain't doing this stuff where you're not hiding because you're not doing something. Your next to kin, you might know that you're doing some fucked up shit, but your next to kin is out here chilling, gardening, minding their own business, and next thing you know, they being shot at over something you done because you done did some shit and went under hiding, and now the person you did it to can't find you. So they gonna try to hurt you by taking out your next to kin. You know? That's not how protect your family, protect your children. That's not how you protect your spouses. That's not how you protect, you know what I'm saying? You don't put your own people in the dangers of shit they have nothing to do with. And sometimes it's not you that's putting them in the middle of it, but because of the game we sign up for, whatever the game is, it can happen. So you got to be careful. Is it Fulio the rapper who danced on his ops grave a while back? Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. We'll be getting deeper into it tomorrow. But today I wanted to scratch the surface of, you know, when things go too far, and we'll be talking about different rap beefs and I'm going to kind of use that as an example this week of just examples of when things go too far and how we can avoid these types of situations in the future, how we can avoid certain conflicts or arguments or whatever, and how we can teach people something different. If being, you know, if it's not like I don't even frown upon gang stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To me, growing up, gangs was a type of unity. You know what I'm saying? Amongst a group of like-minded peers, whether geographically or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new under the sun. But I respect it more when it was about more than just taking out your rival, just taking out your rival. They dance on graves till they get their own grave now. Yep, that's how it go. That's how it go. He was dancing on a grave and now his is being prepared. His is now being prepared. How worth it was it to get this far? And I'm not blaming this on the person that was unalive no more than I'm blaming it on his rival. I really do not know exactly where their beef started. We'll get deeper into it. I will by the time I start tomorrow. I've read it already. I've listened to all this stuff, but not enough to where all the details stuck in my mind. So I'm going to be going over it a little more before I go live tomorrow and digging deeper in it and other things that tie into stuff like this. So, um, I just think it's just important that we find ways to avoid this kind of stuff and recognize it and know when you just don't want to see it end where it can go. And this is an example of where things can go when disrespect isn't halted and things are taken for a game, when everything is taken for a joke, it can end up in a very, very nasty place. You know, like imagine. Can you imagine? Look at you in that grave. Oh no, look at me in the grave. How dreadful this is. A sad reality we all feel because we are loving people. Absolutely. We are loving people. We are loving people, but we're also vengeful people to where, you hurt one of mine, I want to hurt one of yours. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like I said, these people were really taking each other's people out. And it is sad how many people were unalive just behind two people that could not get it together, could not step away, could not grow up. And in some cases, it's not always both parties that can't grow up. Sometimes one will take their foot off of a situation, and the other one will make it worse. It would be nice if the more famous rappers would speak up and call for a truce and an end to this vicious cycle. I completely agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. It would be nice. It would be nice if they could try to get together and you know, bring some peace to the situation. Peace is always better than war, for to me. War sometimes has to happen, but it doesn't make it more gratifying or satisfying. You know, anytime you can prevent it from being casualties, that's always the better choice to me. You know, see here. Right, right. True. Hold on, y'all. Okay. They'll speak up. We'll cancel them and get right back to the madness. Yep. That's how it goes. Oh, you said that. And all this stuff is so prevalent in all things, like real life, social media, and everywhere else. Everywhere else. It's sad that you know, peace and truth will get you your attempt of being canceled or canceled so people can get right back to the madness. Not everybody welcomes peace and truth. I guess they're too busy bunny hopping for billionaires. I'm telling you, fourth horseman is crazy. It's crazy. But it's something that needs the attention of the community, that what I'm saying, this is how anybody could end up. And sadly we have to teach these generations, and not even the younger generations but the older ones as well. Like, we could never get so wrapped up in these hatreds and beefs and things that we would lay our lives down for a last word. Lay your life down for the last laugh. Lay your life down for the worst disrespect or things of that nature. That is just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. But you just gotta be one that always, stand on what you stand on, because like I said, people have to realize and make better adjust. Like, don't get into nothing that's going to have you failing, that's going to have your life shortened. Like being a part of a group that's going to enrich you or better your community and stuff like that, that's wonderful. But when it comes to all these rivaling situations just to, see who can take out the most casualties, to see who can hurt each other the most, to see, that's crazy. We trading brother for brother, sister for sister, cousin for cousin. For what? Just to prove how much I hate you? I shouldn't, you shouldn't hate nobody so much that it would jeopardize your family to continue a hatred for someone. You will jeopardize saying the wrong shit or doing the wrong shit and possibly getting unalived and being away from you, or having your children unalived, or having your parents unalived, all for the need to win nothing. We would have to cancel the whole rap culture to make any kind of difference for real. Woo! And that's sad. That's sad. It's sad because things that tear us apart in life period gets more attention than the things that are meant to bring us together. I don't, and I'm telling y'all, this conversation resonates in real life, social media, or anywhere else. It resonates. It could, people gravitate better to stuff like this than, like, even if you're in a relationship or whatever. Yo, a lot of people be capping. Like, don't you know it's more entertaining to call now? Everybody ain't your friend. We get that. But you can call somebody and tell them about a celebration, your birthday, a holiday, or any of that. You could call them to talk about a vacation you just had, any of that. They don't want to hear what a great vacation you had with your man or your woman. They want to hear when you argue. They want to hear when you fought, when you called each other some names. They don't want you, don't nobody want to hear some little old freaking lovely tea. No, you people want the juice. They stay on the phone longer with you when you bring in juice than when you bring in goodness. When you bring in something happy, period. That's just the lay of the land. Truth is, death is an inevitable that makes us feel alive subconsciously. This is true. This is true. It is an inevitable. It is inevitable. But the thing of it is I would rather live my life like, and I don't understand why other people wouldn't. Like, I would never want to live a life that guarantees me to not be here by a certain age. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to have a certain lifestyle where I could be 20 years old, not thinking I'm going to make it to see 25, or 23 years old, knowing I'm not going to see 30. There is people that are in lifestyles right now as we speak that know they're not going to see past the age of 30. That's not something that I would want to sign up for. I don't. I wouldn't want. Where do you sign up to leave here early? No, losing your life early is not the same as getting off early from work. You know what I'm saying? No, baby. Uh. No. Who wants to do that? Who want to sign up to be beefing, arguing, fussing, and fighting with anybody when you got a life to live? You know what I'm saying? That's anybody. If you living, your life should be worth more than the things that have you where you got to, you know, be on a swivel, or where you have to do something to where you have to protect your life from being taken or have your life taken. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't be that deep. It shouldn't be that deep. Get gangs together or communities together or neighborhoods together to build places for the kids of these neighborhoods that everybody loves so much. Build up your community. Get these boys and girls clubs up and going so that the youth will have a place to go. You know, get some elder centers, day centers and stuff, centers for the elders to come sit at when people got to go to work, and whatever. It's plenty to do in the hood besides take each other out. And it goes the same for these here internet. The internet has just become one big place to tell all your own business and everybody else's. You know, it's the place to cheat. It's the place to snitch. It's the place to tear somebody down. It has just become a very negative playground. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because so many people also become unalived due to how easy all this technology makes it for everyone to tell their business. All I have to do is in a click of a button, I can send out an invitation to 50 people in a click of a button. In a click of a button, you can do so much, you know. You can go live and simple as somebody knowing where you at based on what your background look like. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for somebody to be paying attention to the bushes and trees around, like the geographical lay down. You know what I'm saying? A foundation. That's all it takes. Somebody to see a building, a store. Like, oh, we ain't got these stores here, but I've seen these stores and such and such. That's all it takes. Yep. We give all our money to the others, and then we have nothing to build ourselves with. Yep. These beasts keep them in the spotlight and staying relevant because they can't make money selling off of their records alone. I mean, and again, that's crazy. A lot of this stuff, that's why it resonates to me with even working these, internet systems. You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time. That it's like people do not get the same everybody wants or says the word, I'm looking for peace, I'm looking for this, but that's not what people flock to. You know what I'm saying? Those videos that was disrespecting each other, just like when we go live as as a content creator, you don't get the kind of views you get speaking on regular stuff as you do if you up here cussing and fussing and going off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes out your bushes to be a part of the crazy stuff, but when you're trying to push for peace and positivity, that doesn't always get the same light, just like a positive rap album. You know, these people were getting over 9 million views on their videos dissing each other in less than 2 weeks. They were at 9 million views. 9 million people wanted to hear these two sets of people go at each other. Woo! Today convince them that tomorrow is worthless. Oh my gosh, Blue, that is so profound, brother Blue. That was a profound statement that I hope to not forget. Today, convince them that tomorrow is worthless. Oh my gosh. Can we please have a moment of silence for that? Can we get 5 seconds? That right there deserves. Mhm. I just had to give that comment a moment of silence. Because, baby, that right there was a deep ass statement. Today convinced them that tomorrow is worthless. How many people are living to prove that tomorrow is worthless? Oh my God, that one right there went hard. That right there was a hard ass statement, Blue. How many motherfuckers do things? Oh, I ain't been cussing at all during this live. Go, Tiff. Okay, I'm imperfect. It slid out. but we can still bring it back, bring it back. Yes, how many people do things today to show that their tomorrow is worthless? How many chances do people take on today to show that their tomorrow is worthless? Damn, that was cold. Today convince them that tomorrow is worthless. Shit. Men drag women online and women drag men online. It's popular now. We are effing losing. Ooh wee. Man, y'all is talking. Now y'all talking. Yes. Now you talking. Right, free. Tell them come through and talk to us. Facts, blue. YouTubers are exploiting the division between the sexes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The men is coming through, hitting hard today. The men is hitting it hard today. Yes, yes, man. Y'all dropping jewels. Do you hear me? Jewels. It's so very true. And not just that, but I think a lot of things are being exploited due to social media all over. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, that's what I think plays a big role in these unalivings and stuff like that. Is too much access. I think it is too much what was supposed to be used to be, motivational, keep in touch with those far away, and another means of communication and stuff like that, has turned into nothing but a big place to scam others. It has turned into a place to tell all your business, get unalived. It has become a place where everyone is the actors and the actresses of their own show. It is given everyone a stage to be whoever they want to be, mean, evil, good, bad, whatever. It is not really a big place of authentication. You know what I'm saying? Social media is a place where um, people exploit their own families, children. Um, Families are being forced to put on some type of facade. If y'all saw the little girl who mother, I forget their names, but they're like TikTokers or whatever, and she was always forcing her daughter to do these, uh, TikToks or shorts or whatever. And one day, she forgot to cut her microphone off, and she was hollering at the little girl because the little girl didn't want to record no more. And the mother was getting on the little girl, telling her she need to smile, she need to do this. Do y'all? I don't know if y'all remember that, but it wasn't too long ago that had happened. And the little girl just, she had been recording. She wanted a break. She didn't, she just wanted to go play and do her thing. And her mama was sitting there fussing at her, making her do it. Yes, free. And we don't realize that, we put everything out here. Everything. Hold on, I gotta drink my water, y'all. We we exploit so much of our lives. You know what I'm saying? We are we think that this world has some type of personal protection around us from the crazies. You know what I mean? And that's why it behooves me when, people are so free flowing with exploiting personal information of others, because There are lunatics out here, crazy people, and those who will harm families that they don't have to know. We have a lot of serial unalivers that was throughout history that did not have to know you or have any attachment to you to make you a part of their unaliving spree. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could just say something to make them put their eye on you, and now you're a target for somebody you don't even know at the hands of someone who should not have had that much invested in you to put you in any type of dangers in the first place. But this is what social media has become. It's a place to set people up. Listen, the ish I've seen posted in the last few weeks, our culture is lost. The way they exploited people's past or these babies, disgusting. Yes. Men finding Instagram models' addresses and unaliving them too. Yes, 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 yes. And because people are so quick to click that camera and hit that live button, click these cameras, take pictures, all of this stuff. People are so quick to wanting to show. Do y'all know, most of the time when I'm on my property, unless I'm on my side porch, I always am recording just from my lawn, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Because people have gotten so obsessed, you can't even, like, people will tear your house down just for you to show them your house. Like, no, this is how I live. Just why? Because people are collecting data. People collect data. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to technology, there really is not much of privacy. There's not much of, you know what I'm saying, protection of your past, your present, or your future because of so much collected data. Everything wants to be verified by two or three different things. You need passcodes and all these things that are meant to secure you is more so, it's almost like it's an inconvenience to have to be so secure with using all of this stuff. I'm thankful for it, but it just shows you, like, people do the most. People lie. These social media streets have become a place where it is so easy for you to be found. It is so easy for you to have beef with somebody, and you're going live showing, like, me and my husband, we had this thing, y'all. Still to this day, when we go out of town, don't nobody know that we out of town, but usually like our parents and siblings. You know what I'm saying? But you know how people be online like, I'm preparing for this trip, or I'm up here packing. We about to go to Bermuda for a week, or we about to da da da. You find out where the hell I been when I get back. That's how I go. Now, unless of course, like, I don't really worry about that kind of stuff now, or anywhere, in my homes, because I don't show all around my home, on the outside and all of that good stuff or whatever. For people be trying to, you showing a picture, you just got your camera facing across the street. People are trying to look at your neighbor's address to find out what your address is, license plates of cars, and people are studying these. Talk about it when you get back, right? Free. That's how I move. More often than not, it is rare that I record a vacation or something while I'm there, unless, of course, I have a home sitter, um, and or things like that, or like now my house is on a super lockdown. It's like Fort Knox in this motherfucker, but um. Yeah, you just never know, because it could be a complete stranger watching you from your damn you know, from your city that you don't even know. that has been watching and studying this, studying that. You just never know. The people get on here, they make announcements. Yeah, we're going on vacation for 3 days, y'all. I can't wait. We going on a vacation. We about to be in. You done let everybody on social media know your ass ain't gonna be home. I'm done. Not telling everybody you're gonna be gone for three. Now people got 3 days to take something out your house or this, that, and the third. You just don't know. Then on top of that, you still giving a location to where you are. Even if it's not about where you're leaving from, you just never know. People want to go live, show their hotel rooms. All this stuff is very easy to be found out compared to, you could just about go in Google or whatever system and find out whatever you need to find out. You can look at a hotel room bedspread sometime, or a hotel room setup, and know, oh, we already know you're in Tampa, Florida. But now we done narrowed down that the only hotel that got them kind of beds, or got them kind of tubs, is the such and such and such and such. Now they narrowed you down to two damn places. You're on vacation, so you're gonna be in and out. You're gonna be moving around. So I sit at one for a little while, then I'm gonna go sit at the other until I see your ass coming in, going in, or coming out. This is how that stuff move. People make themselves a target trying to showcase, I have a life. I have a life. They get up here and they want so hard to show the world I have a life that they can't go nowhere without saying, hey, I'm at the grocery store. Hey, I'm at the county fair. Hey, I took kids to the natural science center, or the natural museum, or I took the kids to here, there, or wherever. It's not that hard. Julio mom's got shot 8 times, yep. And the house shot up, yeah. It's crazy. This is not the type of world that you want to frivolously be playing with because you're bored. Endangering the lives of others because you're bored. It's the same with these young men. Why are y'all endangering your families and your lives because you're bored? Go make some music. Go visit other countries. Go build a business. Go do something besides ripping and running around the streets, making music about people that you want people to believe that you took out of here, that you unalived. It's crazy what it has come down to in these streets, on these social media. People can't even break up properly without getting on social media, dragging the person they done broke up with. Oh, that's why you want shit anyway. That's why your thing is little. Oh, FUB. That's why you da da da. That's why you this, that, and the third. That's why you broke. Well, that's why you this. Right, free. We saw what happened to Bun B. They ran up in his while he was at his house. Yup. Yep. Four Horsemen sure did. And you can't play with everybody because Bun B showed you he ain't gonna play with you. You ain't about to be running up in his house trying, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful because some people will target people that you're not prepared for. You don't know how they move. You don't know how they move. But you would take a chance thinking that a person ain't on their P's and Q's. You would take a chance thinking they don't even know how to run the car. He old school. Yep. Yeah, yeah. He old school. That's what I'm saying. Anybody could toot Can everybody can go get um uh you know gats and things like that. Everybody can have a gat, but having a heart to really take somebody out in cold, you know what? It takes some heart. It takes more than your mouth. That takes some heart. I must be going now. I'm right behind you, Blue, and I thank you so much. I appreciate this time we all spent together just now. Moments like this do it for me. Thank you so much, Blue Outlaw. Thank you. It means everything to me. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Yes, yes, Blue Outlaw, absolutely, and wishing you the best as well. And I'll probably be doing a members live, you guys, because I'm trying to at least do a members live every, at least twice a week. So, tomorrow, if for any members, if y'all free, feel free to join the members live. It will be up if you can't, and you can hit the replay. Love y'all, Blue Outlaw. Love you. Have a good night. um you're a rock star, bro, and I thank you for all the love and support that you pour out on the 411. For real, you solid, bro. You solid. Shout out to the fourth horseman, Miss Free, Rebecca, and all the other mods that stopped in, Miss Amelia, Lolo, Open, Shelly, all of y'all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Simone, everybody that pulled up. um Okay, Blue, absolutely. Good night, Amelia. Love you. Wait, Tiff, where I hit the money, it only gives sticker and super chats. You looking for members? You might have to go out of the live and hit that join button where it usually say subscribe. What if once you subscribe, it turns into a join button. So you might can't do it from here, but you might have to go out of the live and try it. Yep, you might have to go out of the video and hit the join button like that. Yeah, it's different ways depending on the device you're on. It shows up different on different devices. So sometime if you go out of the live, just the live chat and hit the join button, you should see it. And if not there, then let me try it again. Okay, since I've literally been trying for over a month. Oh wow. Um, I'm gonna have to put it on my community board. Let me see. I might can drop it in the chat. I might can drop the link. If I can't, yeah, you might have to do it when outside of the live where you would hit subscribe. It turns into a join button instead of saying subscribe. But yeah, y'all. Feel free to and thank you, Miss Free. We'll get yes the link. Okay, I'm a let me go and grab the link. Let me see, and I'm gonna put it. The last time we had put it in a chat, it took you to my page, but not to memberships. But before I get off, I'm gonna see if I can do that. Sugar, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if I did it. I found the link, but I don't know if I hit it right. If I can't get it on here, I'll figure it out for you, Miss Free. I sure will, because I need to get my members up. Let's see. Oh, that ain't it. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out, baby girl, and put the link on my community board or something like that. So thank you so much. But thank you, Miss Free, for everything. Thank you to each and every one of y'all for coming in tonight and just hanging out with me and getting to know a little bit behind this Young and Ace and Julio Foolio story. We're gonna talk more about it tomorrow, get a little more in depth and just bring some awareness to learning to not let things go too far and really understanding how deep disrespect and things of that nature can go. um I wish for all that these types of things could end in the rap community, in social media community, and everywhere in your neighborhoods, wherever, and just bring back more love and understanding. And if not, simply just learning to agree to disagree and moving forward on and apart when necessary. Because one thing is for sure. None of it is worth anybody's life or freedom. It just isn't. And rip to Julio Foolio, rip to all those that have fallen victim to this particular beef, and to the family members and friends that were lost, people who got hurt, that may wasn't that wasn't unalive but may have been hurt. All of that, we really have to put a stop to these things, because innocent people can get hurt, um, and people can be unalived, and there's no coming back from that, rectifying that. And at the end of the day, it's simply not worth your life or your freedom getting mixed up with the wrong people unnecessarily. It's just not worth it. Or letting something just go on and go on and go on. You have to learn when to say enough is enough and not let things go too far, because this Julio Fulio situation is just an example of extraordinary disrespect amongst people who could have functioned fine together. There was room in the rap industry for both, room in the city for both. There's room for all, just like on social media or anywhere else. It's room for all. But we just really have to do better. And I'm going to do my part in the communities of these YouTube streets, as well as continue to be a pillar in the community of my own city and my own neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be the change that you want to see in the world. And that's exactly what I'm going to put my best foot forward to do. And have a whole lot of fun and laughter in between things. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here because I've did my 2 hours. Just hadn't been on here in a few days. Shout out to my in-laws. I had a great time with um the mothers and my husband and dog, and went and saw my granny, and just had a lot of good family visits, and good time, a lot of great food, a lot of great laughter, and a whole lot of peace. So I extend to each and every one of you in the bushes and in the chat to focus on your journey to peace, and continue to unlock the blessings that God has for you. And I'm certainly going to do the same. God is everything, and He will always be welcome in my house and on my channel. Shout out! out. Love you all. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. I love you, Becca. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank y'all for being a friend. Straight like that. From yours truly, I am your gracious host, Tip the Gift. You know when it's up, it's stuck. Thank you for joining me tonight in my home and your home too, the Break Room 411. Straight like that. Good night, everybody. I love y'all the long way. Love you.